Hey everybody, Wild Bill here with a review of the movie Brain Donors, a favorite of mine since I first watched it with my parents and brothers in 1994. This is also the first video to be produced on my channel, so I hope you will like the video and subscribe as well. Now I plan on reviewing a lot more movies from a political and social point of view if it's relevant to the movie, but I will never let a story with politics I don't agree with get in the way of me enjoying a good film. Now, Brain Donors is one of my most favorite movies of all time, and it certainly has no politics or social commentary. Just the opposite, in fact. When I watched it for the first time, I knew nothing about it except it was produced by the Zucker Brothers, who had made the great movies Airplane, The Naked Gun, and Top Secret. This film is directed by Dennis Dugan, who would later direct many Adam Sandler movies, including the awesome Grown Ups. Brain Donors was scheduled to be released in the summer of 1991 under the title of Lame Ducks, but due to some studio issues with the directors, it got pushed back to April of 1992, and it made less than $1 million at the box office. Now, Brain Donors was a stylistic copy of the Marx Brothers' The Night at the Opera, starring the great actor John Turturro playing the Groucho Marx character.
Why don't we step outside and settle this like men?
We are outside.
And why don't we step inside and settle this like women?
I'm twice the man you are.
So is she. And it's driving me mad.
I had never watched the Marx Brothers before, so the style of comedy in Brain Donors was new to me, and it blew me away. The movie also stars Mel Smith and Bob Nelson. Now, an interesting fact, Bob Nelson had a show in Branson for a while where he did comedy and magic. Now, those two, along with Turturro, they schemed their way into producing a ballet for Lillian Oglethorpe's ballet company. There's really no need to go into any more plot details than that. The climax of the movie is a ballet instead of an opera, and it's an iconic scene of nonsense and silliness. The entire movie is full of nonstop one-liners and gags, and most of them work, for me anyway. Now, this movie won't be for all fans of the Zucker Brothers or lovers of Airplane or The Naked Gun, but my kids and my brothers and my parents love it. It was fun to watch an early John Turturro act because he is great in his role and he gives it 100%. I will say, for most of the duration of this movie, it is family friendly. However, there are a lot of what I would call innocent sexual innuendo jokes that the adults will get. I don't remember any swearing, but there is nudity when one of the characters shows a centerfold from a Playboy magazine. I own the DVD and digital copy of this movie, and I was also able to find a Flak Pfizer is Ballet t-shirt online. So far, when I wear the t-shirt, no one has ever recognized what movie it is from, but I'm still waiting to meet my best friend. So, if you like the Marx Brothers, or you love Airplane or The Naked Gun, I recommend you check out this little known gem of a movie. I understand you could turn it off after 10 minutes, or it could be the greatest night of your movie watching life. Okay, now it is time for Wild Bill's ratings of Brain Donors. I have a spreadsheet where I have rated every movie I have ever watched. I started this spreadsheet in 1995, and since then have been adding to it ever since with each new movie I watch. So far, I've rated 1,631 movies, and I have 5 different categories that I rate each movie in. And the first category is acting. This isn't about if anyone in the movie is going to win an Oscar. That's obviously not going to be the case with every movie. I rate how well the actors performed in the role that they were asked to do. And in Brain Donors, Turturro, Smith, Nelson, and the rest of the cast take their roles very seriously, and they do them very well. Brain Donors scores 200 out of 200 in this category. The next category is purpose. Is the movie what it's supposed to be? Do I laugh at a comedy? Does an action movie get my adrenaline going? Am I informed by a documentary? Well, Brain Donors Brain Donors really made me laugh, and so it gets a 199 out of 200. Why not perfect? Well, I have to leave room for the one movie that is actually rated better than Brain Donors. The next category is it rewatchable? Would I want to see the movie again? Some movies are great, but you don't really want to watch it again. Brain Donors is great, and I've watched it so many times since I can't even count the number of times I've watched it. So Brain Donors here scores a perfect 200 out of 200. The next category is I give an overall rating of the movie. And this might seem redundant, but hey, I made up this spreadsheet in 1995, so I've just gone with it. And overall, Brain Donors gets a 200 out of 200. The other category I rate movies in is the politics or religion or social aspect of it. And pretty much every movie gets the same rating unless it really stands out, then I will go up or down. But Brain Donors gets a 60 out of 60 on this, even though there is quite a bit of sexual innuendo. And I go with 60 because I don't want to make it way too much. So for my overall rating, I average it out to be based on 100, and Brain Donors is rated 99.88 out of 100, which makes it perfect in my book. It's the number 2 ranked comedy of all time, as well as the second ranked movie out of 1,631 movies that I have seen. So that concludes my review of Brain Donors. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll come back for more movie reviews in the future as I look at more current films and not just my favorites from childhood. Please do me a huge favor and hit like on this video and subscribe as well, and let me know if you would like me to review a movie by leaving a comment below. Thank you and have a good day.